Hello, good morning. This is a pre-recorded video of what I'm aiming to do with my elderberry. Now, my elderberry is naturally grown in the countryside, so if you don't know what you're picking, please don't pick it. That's one of the only warnings that I'm going to be saying on this video. If in doubt, just don't pick it in the first place. Now, I've been making different things with elderberry for a few years now, especially when I used to live on a canal boat with my children, and before they were born. One of the things that we would use is the berries, and then also the flowers, which is what I'm using today. Now, in this pan there are 2 lemons that I have just used the juice of, nothing else. In my little bumblebee here, and we have some elderflower, and this purple thing, in case you're wondering what it is over there, is actually red cabbage. Now, this will go on my traditional British food Facebook group. Now, if you have a look here in this pan, we have some dried elderflower. I always say berry, I don't know why. Now, originally this would have been white and very, very pretty to look at. But now, as you can see, it's very dry, it's very brittle. Now, I've always struggled when it comes to drying elderflowers or elderberries or anything. So one of the things I aim to do is to try and use them when they're as fresh as possible. Again, the fresher the better, I always say, unless you know 100% that you've dried these out enough to prevent any bacteria growth or pathogens you don't want to be digesting yourself in the future, then I would say the fresher the better. Now, because this is actually a natural product, I mean, you can obviously buy elderberry syrup, you can buy elderberry cordial from the high street or from your local health store, and that would have been processed in a factory to a recipe that would be, I believe, is it EDA certified, so time and tested. Whereas if you're making it yourself, there are recipes you can look for online, but again, any GP or any health warning would be, if you think that you may be allergic to something, don't take it, or because it is something that's naturally occurring in the wild, if you do have any allergic reactions to it, seek medical advice straight away. And again, if you're looking at taking something like this to improve your health, consult your GP first. Now, I'm just going to add a little bit more boiling water from the kettle. Now, one of the good things about red cabbage is that it is full of loads of antioxidants and also, I believe, beta-carotene. But don't quote me on that. Please have a look online and Google for further information. Now, one of the drinks that I make for my children, and they do drink it and they do like it, is using the juice, or should I say the water, which is now purple, from the red cabbage itself. Now, with it being a brasiak, it doesn't taste very palatable, but once you add in some ginger or a little bit of honey or even sugar, which is what you would use naturally to make things like elderflower cordial or elderberry syrup, which are all obviously naturally occurring in the wild. They aren't artificial sweeteners, which you now get in a lot of products such as aspartame. So I'm just going to keep that in this boil, and then what I'll do is I will show you what I'm planning on doing with both the cabbage and also the water, which the cabbage has been boiling in shortly.